Now, I'm often asked if anxiety causes relationship breakups, and the honest answer is yes. So, have you ever felt your anxiety creeping into your relationship and causing tension? Do you find yourself wanting to check your partner's phone and analysing their text messages, or worrying that they might leave you even if they've given you no reason to doubt them? Now, if this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Anxiety and relationship challenges are deeply connected, and many of our clients at Better Your Life arrive in therapy because they're worried their anxiety will push their partner away and cause relationship breakups. Alternatively, their partner has encouraged them to seek help due to their need for constant reassurance and the impact this is having on their relationship. But it doesn't need to be this way. So hello and welcome back to our channel where we talk about all things relating to anxiety and our mental well-being. Today we're talking about relationship anxiety. So if you've been experiencing worry or anxious thoughts about your relationship, then this video is for you. Now, before we get started, I would really appreciate if you could help me reach 1,000 subscribers on my channel. It would mean a lot to me to reach that milestone, and I know many of you watch my videos regularly. If you hit the notification button, you would also get notified every time I release a new video. So, we're going to explore the link between anxiety and relationship breakups. We're going to look at how anxiety shows up in love, trust, and intimacy. We're going to look at the role of attachment styles in relationship anxiety. We're going to look at breakup anxiety and when the fear of losing love controls us. Now, dating and anxiety and why new relationships can also feel overwhelming. We're going to look at how my clients have faced anxiety and rebuilt trust. And we're going to look at practical steps to calm your nervous system and protect your relationship. So, anxiety absolutely doesn't have to destroy your relationship. With awareness and the right tools, it can become a gateway to deeper connection and growth, and it is possible to emerge stronger than ever. Now, the hidden link between anxiety and relationship breakups. So there was a study in 2023. This study was by the Journal of Affective Disorders, and they found that people with anxiety reported 2.5 times higher levels of conflict and dissatisfaction in their relationships compared with those without anxiety. Now, you may be asking, why is this? Because anxiety doesn't only live in your mind, it hijacks your nervous system. When your body is on high alert, everything feels like a threat, even the person that you love the most. So this might mean that you find yourself reading rejection into silences or neutral expressions. You might find yourself assuming the worst case scenario during disagreements. Maybe you're trying to mind read your partner's behaviour. Perhaps you're overreacting to small challenges until they feel unmanageable. Pulling away to protect ourselves from rejection before our partner can leave is another strategy you may find yourself using. Now, left unaddressed, this cycle of fear and miscommunication can quietly erode trust and closeness, potentially leading to breakups. But there is good news, because once we understand how anxiety works, we can take action to stop it from controlling our relationships. Now, every couple experiences challenges, and this is completely normal, and how we grow together. But when anxiety takes over, it often shows up as reassurance-seeking, repeatedly asking your partner, do you love me, or are you angry with me? It may show up as overthinking, replaying conversations or analysing texts until nothing feels certain. You may have fear of abandonment, a constant dread that your partner will leave you. And you might try and control by trying to manage your partner's choices or movements to feel safe. Perhaps you find yourself withdrawing, emotionally shutting down when closeness feels overwhelming. Now, anxiety often drives communication breakdowns, and our ability to communicate with each other is also one of the strongest predictors of whether or not a relationship will survive or fail. Now, if you're getting value from this video, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe, as this helps me to reach more people struggling with anxiety. Emma's anxiety led her to believe that James didn't truly love her. She checked his phone, worried when he was out with friends or at work, and pulled away whenever she felt too vulnerable. Now, James tried, but he was tired of feeling distrusted, and he admitted he thought about ending things, and this made Emma's anxiety even worse. Now, together we worked on calming Emma's nervous system. She learned to pause and recognise when anxious thoughts were driving her behaviour. James also learned that Emma's fears weren't about him personally, but about her past experiences of rejection. Now, with new tools for communication and nervous system regulation, they were able to begin to rebuild trust again. Months later, they told me they felt more connected than ever. What looked like the end of their relationship turned out to be their new beginning. So, if you're struggling right now, you may benefit from downloading our journaling questions to reduce anxiety. It comes with full instructions, and it's an excellent way of getting thoughts out of our head and onto paper, where you can question them more objectively. You can click on the link over in the description to access a free copy. Now, I want to look at attachment styles and relationship anxiety. Attachment styles describe the emotional bonds and connection patterns people form with others, which is often based on early childhood experiences. Now, the four main attachment styles are secure, anxious, avoidant, and anxious avoidant, with secure being considered the healthy and the other three being considered insecure. So understanding these styles can help us improve our relationship dynamics and strengthen connections with others. Secure attachment often results in feelings of safety and stability in relationships. People with a secure attachment style can express their needs and feelings openly, and they're comfortable with both closeness and independence. Now, they view themselves and others as trustworthy, and they believe relationships are generally safe and stable. Anxious attachment often manifests as clinginess, overthinking, jealousy, or a persistent need for reassurance. Individuals with this style often crave intimacy, but they're worried about their partner's commitment and they fear abandonment. Avoidant attachment style often means pulling away, avoiding closeness, or shutting down during conflict. Someone with an avoidant attachment style tends to be emotionally distant, and they place a high value on their independence. They may avoid discussing deep feelings and become uncomfortable when partners seek too much closeness. Fearful avoidant attachment, or anxious attachment, is often associated with a history of trauma or instability in early life. Individuals with this attachment style may exhibit unpredictable behaviours, sometimes seeking closeness while other times pulling away. Attachment styles are not permanent and they can change over time, especially with conscious effort. By understanding your current style, you can work to recondition unhealthy beliefs and behaviours and create more security in your relationship. Now, relationships with the family, friends and partners all contribute to shaping and changing attachment styles. Anxiety can intensify all three of the latter patterns. When we learn to regulate our nervous system, we can move forward towards a secure attachment style where we feel safer to trust, love and reconnect. So, before we continue and look at breakup anxiety and the strategies that help us overcome relationship anxiety, you may be wondering, who am I and how am I qualified to help you and give you this advice? So, my name is Jennifer Roblin and I have helped thousands of people just like you take back control of their anxious thoughts and calm their body and mind. I'm an experienced anxiety specialist and therapist, and I have been working with clients both online and in person for the past 10 years. So let's look at breakup anxiety, when the fear of losing love controls us. For many people, the biggest fear is actually not conflict, it's a breakup. This fear can drive behaviours that ironically end up pushing your partner further away. Breakup anxiety may look like staying in unhealthy relationships because being alone feels so terrifying. It may be constantly asking your partner if they're planning to leave or worrying that they will leave you. Perhaps it's feeling sick with worry after every argument, struggling to recover after a breakup, sometimes for years. Now, understanding and addressing anxiety can help couples prevent these fears from damaging their relationship. When we learn to calm our minds and bodies, love no longer feels so fragile. Many of our clients who feel overwhelmed by the challenges in their relationship often benefit from downloading the Circle of Control and Influence workbook. It helps them feel empowered by knowing they can influence their situation. Again, you can click on the link over in the description. It's free and it comes with full instructions. So also we have anxiety and dating. Now, why does that feel so hard? Anxiety doesn't only affect long-term committed relationships. Many of my clients experience relationship anxiety during dating too. Now, dating can feel especially hard with anxiety due to fears of judgment and rejection, negative past experiences, and social anxieties that make new social situations and uncertainty difficult. Anxiety can lead to overthinking, self-sabotage, and a heightened focus on potential negative outcomes, making it hard to connect authentically with somebody new. If this sounds familiar, you may find yourself over-analysing every text or pause every time they don't respond immediately. Perhaps you find yourself worrying about rejection before the date has even begun. Maybe you're feeling unsafe opening up emotionally. Maybe you've even found yourself in the past ghosting somebody or walking away because vulnerability feels unbearable. Now, if this sounds familiar, it isn't because you're bad at relationships. It's because your nervous system is trying to keep you safe. The key is learning tools to regulate anxiety so dating feels exciting instead of overwhelming. So let's look at some practical steps to protect your relationship. Here are 5 steps that you can do at home to help calm anxiety and prevent it from sabotaging love. Number 1 is to reset your nervous system daily. You can do this with deep breathing techniques, meditation, journaling, and grounding exercises. Even 2 minutes at a time can interrupt anxious spirals, and you can repeat this as often as needed. Communicate openly. Instead of attacking or withdrawing, try saying something like, I feel anxious right now and I need some reassurance. Are you able to support me through this whilst I learn to communicate more openly and constructively? Number 3, challenge your anxious thoughts. Ask yourself, is this fact or fear? Noticing whether you're reacting to actual evidence or something you are just predicting that hasn't yet happened yet. Number 4 is create rituals of connection. You can schedule regular, consistent activities and focus on quality time, such as sharing meals, going on date nights, and having meaningful conversations together. Simple daily habits such as sharing a moment when greeting each other hello and goodbye with a kiss, regular check-ins with each other throughout the day, or establishing bedtime routines together. These can all help build trust and safety. Number 5 is seek support. Working with an anxiety specialist helps both partners understand triggers and build resilience together. Therapy can be for couples or individuals, and it's available online or in person, tailored to your unique situation. So a client, Mark, not his real name, struggled with severe health anxiety. When his symptoms spiked, he withdrew from his partner emotionally, leaving Sophie feeling confused, unwanted, and alone. Now, through therapy, Mark learned to recognise when his anxiety was taking over his relationship, and we used techniques to calm his mind and his body. Now, instead of shutting down, this is a great technique, and throughout his healing journey, he learned to be vulnerable and share his fears with Sophie rather than hiding them. Sophie, in turn, she felt valued again, and she was now able to offer Mark the reassurance and support he was seeking. What once felt like tension and emotional distance between them became an opportunity for deeper closeness and connection. Within months, their relationship moved from strength to strength. So you may be wondering, what if my partner has had an affair? Therapy can help by providing a safe, neutral space to process the affair, improve communication, and address underlying issues that contributed to it. A therapist can guide you in rebuilding trust and emotional intimacy, helping you navigate anxious triggers and establishing new boundaries. Now, the goal is to help you work through painful emotions, understand what happened, and decide whether you want to rebuild your relationship or maybe it's time to separate amicably. So I want to just give you a little exercise. Take out a notebook and reflect on these questions. Write down the last 3 disagreements you have had with a partner. Now, for each one, ask yourself, what was I really afraid of? What was I really anxious about? Was it judgment, rejection, abandonment? Work out what was at the root cause. Now, was this fear based on fact, or was it just anxiety? And what could you do differently next time to feel calmer? This exercise helps you spot anxious patterns, and it gives you the opportunity to choose new responses. So, to sum up, anxiety can fuel fear, mistrust, and overthinking in relationships. If left unchecked, it may lead to relationship breakups, but it doesn't have to. Attachment styles and nervous system regulation play a big role in relationship anxiety. With awareness, support, and practical tools, couples can not only survive anxiety in their relationship, but they can also grow closer. Anxiety doesn't mean the end of love or your relationship at all. It can be the beginning of a new way of relating, one built on trust, honesty, and calm. Now, if anxiety is putting pressure on your relationship, now is the time to take action and take back control. Don't wait until the cracks feel unfixable. So let's take this first step together. It's time to take it seriously. At Better Your Life, we've helped thousands of clients reclaim calm from anxiety, and we're here for you too. Working with an anxiety specialist isn't just about talking through your problems, it's about discovering the specific triggers that send your nervous system into overdrive. It's about learning proven techniques to restore calm and gaining real tools to reshape both your mind and your body. At Better Your Life, we go deeper than traditional approaches. Now remember, taking care of your mental well-being is essential to your overall well-being. When anxiety is left unresolved, it can spiral out of control and have an impact on our relationships, our work, and our family life. But with the right tools and support, you can take back control. So if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on anxiety and our mental health. And if you know someone who might benefit from hearing this message, please do go ahead and share this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.